that somebody out here, they're going to hear the word of God. What their job is to do is to distract.
That's right.
That is it. So don't let him do that to you. You understand?
I want him out my way, though.
He's going to be there. This brother ain't leaving. I told the brother to leave 5 times. He ain't leaving. So tune him out. I had these brothers to surround you. He ain't coming up in here. Listen to what we're telling you, sis.
Y'all not religious based on what y'all...
I'm showing you now. I want to bring this sister back because we got to get her on board. We got to get you on board. We got to get you on board. Right. We out here to gather y'all back to the flock which we once fell from. You understand that? We were part of a great nation. We failed as a people. This is the reason why we're here. This is the reason why we're acting that way.
That's right.
It wasn't always that way. We were great people at one point in time.
That's right.
We were peaceful people. We had laws. We had our own government. We had our own system.
That's right.
We didn't rely upon America.
Right.
We were brought to America as slaves.
Right.
We try to bring y'all back home. Okay? So now let's get verse 68. Let's read some of these signs. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Into where?
Into Egypt.
What does the word Egypt mean? Let's get that real quick. When you read the Bible, you have to break it down precept upon precept. You have to get one verse to explain another. That's how the Bible is. That's how the Bible explains itself.
That's right.
So we're going to read the definition of Egypt in the Bible, not a Webster's dictionary, not our own interpretation. What does God define Egypt as? Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
Bring it on.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of what?
Bondage.
Or slavery. Now let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, and let's read that with that type. Let's read that with that understanding. Egypt means bondage or slavery. Read again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Slavery.
Again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
When you look at the landmass of Israel and how close it was to Egypt, you didn't need ships to go into Egypt. We walked out of Egypt into Israel. So what was Moses referring to when he said Egypt? The land of bondage, the house of slavery. He says you were going to go into slavery again. We are with ships, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
And thou shalt see it, meaning your homeland, no more again. So here's the question you have to ask yourself. Who are the people that's in the land of Jerusalem that are calling themselves the Jews when Moses prophesied that you wasn't going to see this land again?
That's right.
Who are those people? Huh? The people over there in Jerusalem. Yeah, they unclean people. They're the Gentiles. They are heathen.
That's right.
God gave you who they are. Let's read what he said who they are. Let's get that Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. This is what Jesus Christ said himself about them.
The book of Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
He says, I know your works, and Sister Brittany, your tribulation and your poverty. Well, read on.
But thou art rich.
You know why? Because the kingdom of heaven belongeth unto you.
That's
the kingdom of heaven, rulership belongs unto us. That's how we're rich. But right now we're in poverty. We're in tribulation. Not by the only nation, but our own people that hate us as well. We are in tribulation. He says, I know, but y'all are rich. And I know the blasphemy. Read on.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Which say they are Jews.
And are not.
Read on.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
He says, I know the blasphemy, the filthy lie of the people that are saying that they are the Jews, but they are really not the Jews. So if that's the case, then where the Jews went? What happened to the Jews? They over here in America calling themselves African American.
That's right.
Or in other words, Asiatic black man.
Right.
We lost our nationality.
That's right.
So what's happening now is prophecy. Let's read that real quick in the book of Baruch, chapter 3. What you're seeing right now is Bible prophecy.
That's right.
Okay. This right here is supposed to happen. This is divine what's happening now.
Right.
Us coming out into the street, restoring our people back to who they are. This was foretold in the Bible. Let's get that. Baruch chapter 3, and let's read verse 10. I believe it's verse 10. Let me see it.
How happened it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, actually up a little higher up in the chapter.
Verse 8.
Yeah, verse 8.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Behold,
No, that's not it. Chapter 2, chapter 2, yeah.
Okay.
Chapter 2, let's read verse 30. Matter of fact, go back to 29. 29. Check this out. Check this out. Brother, you can come up.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 29.
Bring it out.
If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations.
So it says, if you don't listen to me, this is when we read earlier in Deuteronomy 28, when we were in the wilderness, it said, if you don't listen to me, I'm going to turn this great multitude into a small number amongst the nations. I mean, you're going to be scattered. You ain't going to no longer be a nation where y'all are grouping together. I'm going to scatter you, not only into Jamaica, and to Haiti, and to Cuba, and to Hispaniola, and to Puerto Rico, and to America, and to London. He's going to scatter us amongst every other race. We're going to be turned into a small nation of people.
That's right.
Where I will scatter them, for I knew that they would not hear me.
Read on.
Because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities,
that's where we are now. Were your forefathers carried captives here? Your forefathers carried captives here? Was your forefathers carried captives here? What about you, brother? Brother right here in the blue cap. Was your forefathers carried captive here? Meaning enslaved? That's how they got here, right? It says, in the land of their captivity, read on.
They shall remember themselves.
This is where we'll start to remember ourselves.
That's
this
right.
right here is divine. Us coming back, teaching on the street who you are according to the Bible, this was prophecy.
Right.
And he said, put it on a sign that they may come and ask you, what does this mean? Then we go back to the Bible and say, look, this is how we know you an Israelite, that you descend from the tribe of Judah.
That's
this is how
right.
you know that you descend from the tribe of Benjamin.
Right.
Because of the curses that befall on you.
Right.
This is not been by coincidence that we didn't just make this sign up. This is in the Bible. You don't read African American, West Indian,
That's
Puerto
right.
Rican. You don't read those terms. They gave us these names.
Right.
But we were originally called Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh. These were our original names.
That's
They
right.
gave us names that don't stand, like black. Your jacket is black. We had a brother that come by and tell us that he's black. But no, his jacket, the brother would say that your wheelchair is black. His complexion was really brown. So again, what other race upon the planet Earth is identifying their identity by their skin tone, other than blacks themselves, ourselves?
Right.
What other race is doing that?
Ain't nobody else.
Going by their skin tone and say, well, this is my nationality. Could it be that we have lost our nationality? We really just don't know what to call ourselves? And we just now subject to the term that they gave us? African American? What is Africa? What did Africa, the term Africa, come from?
I can't tell you that.
By man, it was Italian navigator, Leo Scificus Africanus.
That's right.
America, where did it come from? Amerigo Vespucci.
That's right.
Two different white people. Do you know either one of them?
It was white or 40.
They were white.
Well, same
They were white.
Same business.
Again, now, how do they take those two last names and combine them and now give it to you for a nationality?
I don't use it.
I know we shouldn't use it, but a lot of us do use that. What I'm telling you is that our names has been replaced.
That's
Real quick
right.
in the book of Psalms 83. I'm gonna jump to a lot. Let me know if you get lost. I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna show you what happened to us. Psalms 83. This is what happened in history. Isaiah. I
got you.
Keep on saying Isaiah. Psalms 83.
Yeah, I got you.
the book of Psalms, chapter 83,
You want me to start at 2?
Verse 2. Yes.
verse 2.
Bring it out.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
You know how they're taking crafty counsel? They put in our they make our brothers within the rap community talk about drugs, sex, and alcohol.
That's right.
You understand that? A lot of the music that we have today came from the so-called Jews. A lot of them doggone pedophiles, they gave these brothers the record deals. They say, look, this is what we looking for.
That's right.
This is entertainment.
That's
you go
right.
out and you rap, this is what we want you to talk about.
That's
we
right.
need something to talk about the Molly. We need something to talk about going to the strip club. It's all
homosexuality.
exactly.
And that wasn't-
Even in the things that we see as entertainment. Look at a lot of our black brothers, Puerto Rican brothers, Hispanic brothers. When we get into the movie field, why every last one of them have to come up through being portray a character of a homosexual?
That's right.
Why do we all Will Smith? what's some Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy. We all have to go that way to portray a woman. Why is it that? Why are we being targeted? It's crafty counsel. They ain't doing this because you ain't nobody. They know who you are.
That's right.
They don't want you to find out who you are because they know how great you can become if you turn back to the Lord.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us, subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.